And what's going on? Hello, guys. How are you going? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the first live stream of 2022. Hope everyone had a great New Year's and a good Christmas. First live stream of the year, and tonight is going to be just a rugby league Warriors-related questions or NRL-related questions type Q&A where you guys, the viewers, can send in your questions through. So I'm going to look at the chat, see how everyone's doing here. National Sports Loaded says, yo, how's it going, National Sports Loaded? Mark Hill says, yeah. Mark's going, Jay Lockyer 03. Hope everyone's doing well. Rugby League Roundup and Daniel Sexton are also here as well. So, yeah, you guys got any questions to do with the upcoming NRL season? We know the NRL season kicks off in March, so a couple months away, but time to get excited and keen for another great footy season coming up. So, yeah, if you've got any questions, you want to send me to do with the Warriors or NRL, just send them through into the live chat. And, go ahead and send your questions through and I will answer them. Jay Lockyer is saying here, hi, bro, how are you? I'm good. I'm doing well. And yourself, Jay Lockyer? I'm doing quite well, actually. But, yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that red subscribe button, turn on the bell as well so you don't miss a new video, and like the live stream as well, like the live stream and like the video if you are watching it back. Sam Revel says, hey Warrior, how's it going, Sam Revel? Hope you're doing well. Here's a first question here which I will answer. We'll just get it up on the screen, bear with me, guys. J Lockyer 03 says, who do you see being the forces, the ones that can lead the Warriors to make the top 8 this year? Look, I think it'll be Adam Fanua-Blake and Adam Fanua-Blake. I think he'll be our enforcer this year because, obviously last year he had a good season last year for the Warriors in his first season at the club, and I think he'll be one of our key players. So to answer your question there, Jay Lockyer, I think it'll be Adam Fanua-Blake. I think he'll be one of the main players in the 4-pack that will need to, lead us around the field. How are you doing, Warriors NRL? I'm doing well, doing very well. If you got a question, send it through. LKNO, how you say that? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but if you've got a question, just send it through. Warriors NRL, whatever, just send it through and I will answer them. Rugby League Roundup has asked a question here. How, bro, are you excited for the All-Stars match? Me and Pro Enzo are reacting live. Yeah, I am looking forward to the Maori All-Stars versus the Indigenous All-Stars. I reckon it'll be a great game. Too early to call who will win it, but obviously I'm going for the Maori to win. Obviously, I want to see them win it, but it'll be an interesting matchup. Did Ash Taylor get a playing contract? Mark Hill has asked. He hasn't got a full-time contract yet. He's still on a train and trial contract. So we will see in the off-season whether he'll get that Wednesday. I think pre-season trials is when we'll find out, whether Ash Taylor will get that full-time contract or not. Metallic Panther says, hello, everyone. Hello, Metallic Panther. Hope you're doing well. Where do we ask the questions? Just ask them in the live chat. Rug Motor, ask the questions in the live chat and I'll answer them. Do you think Nathan Brown will be sacked if things go down? I think Nathan Brown's under massive pressure this year. I think if we don't make finals, he will probably be getting the sack. So we need to start well. And if we are like 0-6 to start the season, I think he's, going to suffer a bit of pressure, Nathan Brown. So yeah, we need to make the finals this year for him to keep his job as Warriors coach. I'll actually bring this up and a couple of days ago, QNA can, he said that the Warriors need to make the finals. It was on an article, New Zealand article, that the Warriors need to make finals to, they need to make the most of this year and make the finals because it's so important. And he's absolutely right. I believe you and Aiken's absolutely correct. I mean, it's a make or break season for us. We need to make finals this year. I know a lot of people are already writing us off and saying we won't make it because we're not in New Zealand, but being away from New Zealand is not really an excuse at the end of the day. Look, we should be able to cope well now. We've done it for a couple of years now. We should be able to cope with that pressure of, being away from New Zealand. So I think, it's good because we're based in Redcliffe and, we've got a lot of time. We've got a lot of time. It's not like the first season we were based in Australia and, we're under a lot of uncertainty. So I think we can make finals this year. Actually, I'm not going to give away a prediction. Prediction is going to be coming out late February, but I believe we can make finals. Do you think we should get Do you think that we should get more prop stocks or backs? No, I think we're pretty well sorted in the forward pack now. I think we're done right there, but the outside backs is still a bit of a concern. But I think outside backs pretty good right now actually because we've got Jesse Arthurs there and we've got Rocco Berry. We've got some very good young players, Viliami Valea. We've got a few young players coming through. So in terms of the outside backs, look, right now, I think we're sorted right now, but there was talks that we were trying to get another outside back, and we did get Jesse Arthurs at the end of those. So right now, I think we're fine in that area. What do you think Tauranga should improve on this season? You know what? I think Nathan Brown needs to, select him in a position where he needs to select him instead of, just 1 week selecting him on the bench, following week he's not on the team. So I think Nathan Brown needs to be a little bit more consistent with the selections of the players. That's what I believe. What are the chances of Nathan Brown getting sacked in your opinion for 2022? Yeah, look, I said it early in the live stream, Metallic Panther. If you haven't seen it already, you should go back. But I will repeat what I said. I said that Nathan Brown needs to, have a good start to the year. We need to have a good start to the year so that Nathan Brown is not under that much pressure because there's no excuses at the end of the day. And the Warriors, they have to be in that position to make finals. And if they're not in that position at the end of the season, it's complete failure of the season, in my opinion. So no excuses at the end of the day. It's just, got to get that good start to the year. Make sure you get a few wins early on the board and so we don't have that much pressure at the back end of the year for me. We might need someone when Jesse Arthurs goes. Yeah, possibly. I think we could sign some more players, but it depends. Hey, bro, want to do a round 1 Dragons vs Warriors preview on Wednesday, March the 9th is Rugby League Roundup. We shall see. I'll give you a message and let you know if I'm free. We could do one. JLockio3 says, what are your thoughts on the NRL predicted lineups of Johnson at 6, Nikorima at 7, or would you have a different halves combination? Look, I haven't seen it, to be honest. You've just brought it up now. So, yeah, look, I think they've got to go with CHT and Sean Johnson. I don't think Cody Nikorima is a better player coming off the bench as a 14 for me. So, I said it in one of my videos that I think he's best coming off the bench as a utility role, actually. So, Cody Nikorima is a pretty good young player. He didn't have his best season last year, to be honest, but, he's still quite a capable talent and he's more than capable of doing well this year. But I think the halves pairing should be Sean Johnson and CHT for me. So, I know a lot of people will say, no, CHT's had so many chances. He's done nothing and all that, but I think CHT would be a good pairing with Sean Johnson in the halves for me. So that's what I believe. Daniel Sexton saying, I'm a Warriors supporter and Warriors need to improve the defense attacking if the Warriors will make the 8. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Defense is the most important thing, in the game. More than the attack for me, defense is more important. But, yeah, obviously we need to improve on every aspect of the game to make finals this year, which fingers crossed, I hope we do. Who do you think is a future playmaker in the ranks in our young group of players? Well, I have big, massive raps on Rocco Berry. Last year, he played a bit in the centres for the Warriors last year. I've got massive raps on him, and I think he'll have a big season this year. Actually, I'm picking him to be one of our breakthrough players of the year, breakout players of the year. So, yeah, I think it'll be someone like a Rocco Berry, or maybe the Kepu twins as well. Look out for them, Valangi Kepu and QNA Kepu, who play for the Redcliffe Dolphins. The two twins, they play on the forwards there. So maybe look out for them to make their debut this season in the NRL. They could potentially be a player to watch out for, those two players. Definitely CHT is underrated, in my opinion, says Metallic Panther. Absolutely. There's a lot of Warriors fans that want to see Ash Taylor in the halves with Sean Johnson in round one. Personally, look, I've got nothing against Ash Taylor, but I personally would stick with CHT and Sean Johnson, because that's the way I'd go personally from my point of view. I know CHT's mother. Oh, that's very good to hear. But yeah, I'd go with CHT in the halves. Like I said, I think he's suited to the halves with Sean Johnson. I know he's had a lot of opportunities, but he's also had a lot of injuries last year. National Sports Loader says, hey mate, just letting you know that I'll be uploading my Warriors predicted lineup for 2022 soon. Yeah, we'll give that a watch, National Sports Loaded, when it comes out. Keep sending your questions, guys. Keep sending your questions through. Do you know I'll just read this. What is this question? Do you think Taniela Otukolo will be any good? Yeah, look, he played a couple of games last year. Look, it was hard to get a read on him because the team was struggling so much. Obviously, there's a lot of talk around his running game. That is one of his major goal threats. That's one of his major things in his game that he's pretty good in. So we didn't get to see too much of his running game last year, unfortunately. But if he gets those opportunities, I think he will. He'll do a good job. Actually, I think he will. But it's going to be interesting to see whether he can get a spot on the bench or start each week, because there's going to be a lot of competition with the likes of Cody and probably Cody Nikarima as well could play in that spot too. But Wade Egan's going to be the starting hooker for me. Metallic Panthers saying, "Oh no, I don't know what's wrong there." Is Tohu Harris the best choice for the captaincy? Absolutely is the best choice for me. But first option was Adam Newboat, but Tohu Harris was probably always going to be that option. So yeah, look, it's a good option. The only thing I do have doubts on is because he's such a quiet sort of player, whether he'd be pretty good with like the referees and talking to the refs and all that during the game. But look, I think he leads by action more than more by talking. That's the player he is. He's like Roger. He's like a player that leads by action more on the field than by being a talk active sort of player. So yeah, I think he'll do not a bad job actually. I think I'm keen to see how it goes in that role. J Lockyer 3 says, who's an underrated player heading into the season? Who's an underrated player? Look, in terms of the Warriors or in terms of the NRL? If you're asking in terms of the NRL, it's a hard one. It's a very hard one to answer. But for the Warriors, I'll say for the Warriors first. But for me, for the underrated player, I'm going to say Wade Egan. I think Wade Egan's in for a big year. Look, he had not a bad year last year. Wade Egan, he actually did a good job. I know there's a lot of people who aren't fans of Wade Egan because he's not a Brandon Smith. He's not a Damien Cook. But I think Wade Egan's an underrated player for us. Actually, I think he's very underrated. Someone like a Marcelo Montoya as well. Dylan Watini-Zelezniak. There's quite a few for us, in terms of us. Other Kiwi twins in our squad, I think they're in the NRL squad right now. So fingers crossed they'll get a opportunity this year. I think they probably will get an opportunity at some stage. Levi Hawkins asks, do you think we'll play New Zealand this year? Look, I hope so. I really do hope we get to play New Zealand this year. Obviously, everyone would know that we are based in Redcliffe for the start of the season. Yeah, look, hopefully, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to answer because you never know with the situation, the COVID situation, that's really affected us. We haven't played in New Zealand since 2019, so it's a very long time away from family and friends, But fingers crossed, I do hope so, because that game against Penrith will definitely get a good crowd. I know that this game was probably during the Origin period. I believe it is during the Origin period. So I think Penrith may not have the Origin players, actually. So, which is a shame, to be fair, but that'd be good for us to play at home. Hopefully that does happen. Would you throw Junior Retuva on the wing this year? Oh, well, he's unproven at the moment, so it's hard to know. I haven't seen him play, to be fair, no, so it's really hard to say. But if he proves himself in training, maybe there's a chance. What is the best signing so far in 2022, the whole NRL? Good question, Metallic Panther. Look, for the Broncos, for me, it's got to be Adam Reynolds because he brings that leadership and experience and that kicking game that the Broncos will probably need this year. And he'll help them massively. I think they could be the surprise team this year, actually, the Brisbane Broncos. But without giving away my prediction there, but I think that could be a surprise team. Adam Reynolds for the Sharks, probably Nico Hines. I reckon that's a great signing. And, look, 2 players of names. So, they're going to be very, very, good players this year for both teams. The Sharks, actually, I think they will go very well. They've got a pretty good team. They could potentially be a top 4 team, but at the moment, I think they're somewhere between 6th, 7th, or 8th. I think they'll be somewhere high up there. So, I used to be on an account called. Oh yeah, I remember you. It's been a while since I've seen you on the channel. Actually, good to hear you. Subscribed to the channel. National Sports Loader says, how do you think should make rugby league more popular in New Zealand? Oh, that's a very tough question, National Sports Loader. It's a very tough one to answer. Look, I think, with New Zealand Rugby League, we all thought that Gus Gould was going to come and help out. Unfortunately, Gus decided to leave and go back to Australia because of the borders. It was very hard for him to go to New Zealand. I was disappointed by that at the end of the day, but, you should see what Gus is doing with the Bulldogs now and how they've recruited. So, very hard. I don't know. I think rugby league, you need to build the grassroots a bit more. For me, the grassroots is more important because rugby union is such a popular sport in New Zealand. So I think it'd be the grassroots. You need to do a bit more with the grassroots for me. Best signing for the Warriors. Best signing for the Warriors going into this year has got to be Shaun Johnson, no doubt about it. He'll be one of the players to watch out for. Well, with less pressure for me, he's under less pressure because, he's back more mature than he was when he last left. So it's definitely him that will be a player that will be the most important for the Warriors this year. And he needs to stay injury-free. That's the only concern, whether he can keep his body fully fit for a whole season because he's had lots of injuries, in the last couple of seasons. So hopefully Shaun Johnson can stay injury-free. Fingers crossed. Metallic Panthers saying, do you reckon 2022 will be a breakout year for Shaun Johnson? Well, I think Shaun Johnson's had some pretty lean years, let's be honest. I think he was all right at the Sharks, but, he had some injuries and he was out for quite a bit. But I'm hoping this year Shaun Johnson can, just help out the team. There's less pressure on him. I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot of hype on Shaun Johnson came back to Warriors, but for me, there's less pressure on him than he was last at the club because, in the past, Shaun Johnson's been talked about as a player that would do the flash stuff, but now he's just a general playmaker for us. So that's means he'll be under less pressure for me. Actually, yeah. Whether he has a breakout year, it all depends on the side. Obviously, it's more dependent on the squad overall, more than Shaun Johnson. It's not on one player for me. It's pretty much on the to deliver. Do you reckon Aaron Payne will be good? Yes, I think he will be good, but the big question for me is where's he going to fit in the starting lineup? Because Ben Murdoch-Masila, you've got the likes of Bailey Sirenen, you've got so many names in there. For me, Aaron Payne, you got Adam Fanua-Blake. Adam Fanua-Blake's going to be definitely starting, no doubt about it. You can't argue that one. So Aaron Payne, will he be in the 17? He'll probably be on the bench for me, actually. So I think we'll see Aaron Payne on the bench. But come round one, I think he will start because, we've got the likes of Matt Lodge, suspended, and Reece Walsh is out as well. So I think we'll see Aaron Payne probably start in round one, actually. I think he'll start in the first game. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you don't forget as well to hit the thumbs up on live stream as well. Hit the like button. And yeah, if you're new viewer to the channel, please make sure you subscribe as well. And do all those things. Turn on the bell so you don't miss a new video or live stream that I do next. So make sure you do all those. And also go and check out my new video I did today. I was talking about the Ewan Aiken, where he should play in the second row or the centers. So go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. That's the video that I did today, discussing my thoughts on where I think Ewan Aiken should play this season. So go check that out on the channel if you haven't already. Aaron Payne might replace Bailey Sirenen coming off like 20 minutes in. Yeah, I think Aaron Payne will definitely be on the bench, no doubt about it. We've signed him for reasons, so he has to be somewhere in the 17. National Sports Loaded says, got to go now, mate. Take care, and I enjoyed the stream. Thanks for watching National Sports Loaded. Have a good rest of the week. Let me know, guys, if the stream is good. Let me know in the comment section below if it's lagging or not. Let me know because, in the past I've had a few internet issues. I'm hoping there's no internet issues right now, but let me know in the Let me know in the chat, live chat there, if the stream is working very well. Let me know down in the comment in the live chat below. Just let me know, guys. That would be appreciated. Pete Vero says, hey, mate, who do you think the Warriors halves pairing will be? Look, I commented on this earlier that it'll be Shaun Johnson SCHT for me. So Shaun Johnson, Shanaris Tavita will be the halves. Metallic Panther says it's lagging a bit, which is not surprising. So apologies if it does lag. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. But hopefully it's not lagging too much. Yeah, I'll CHT and Shaun Johnson for me, Pete Vero. I think that will be a halves pairing this year. Stream is good apart from some minor. Yeah, I know. Some people will probably get annoyed about it. I do apologise, but I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. It's a bit inconsistent, my internet, but hopefully I can. Hopefully we'll get better internet soon. Fingers crossed. I don't know why it's sometimes like that. It's just inconsistent internet, unfortunately. Can be annoying for the viewers, which is fair enough, but I can't do anything about it if it does lag. Subbed, hit the bell. I like the videos. You should do too. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. But yeah, if you've got any more questions, comments, send them through. I may end the live stream soon. So if you've got a few more questions and comments, just send them through to the live chat. Pete Verdo says, do you think Reece Walsh can be better than Roger? Oh, that's a bit too early to say that, actually, to be honest. I don't want to put any pressure on Reece Walsh. He's young. He's got potential to be good. You know, we've seen that last year in his first year at the Warriors. He'll definitely be better from, you know, that off field stuff, you know, that unfortunately happened. But I think he'll be definitely better under the likes of Sean Johnson, you know, under the guidance of, yeah, I think he'll have, his future's definitely bright for sure, is what I'm going to say. The 4 props in the startings in the 17 for the starting lineup. Yeah, look, it's hard to say, really. You know, we shall see. Preseason trials is when we'll find out a bit more about combinations, and that'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to the preseason trials. Ben Dover says hello, Ben Dover. Pete Vito is asking, do you think the Warriors regret signing Lodge? I'm going to say no. I don't think Lodge has been that bad, actually. No, he hasn't been that bad at all. Matt Lodge, he's yes, he may have some, you know, issues in the past, but I don't think he's been bad. I really love the streams. Keep it up. Yeah, try to do the live streams without any problems, but if there are issues, I do apologize. Unfortunately, sometimes it is a bit inconsistent with the lag, so bear with me. Do appreciate the support there. Thanks for the support. Someone's commented Trey Fuller. I don't know what do you mean by that? Who's your favourite player in the NRL 2021 only? Metallic Panther, that's a good question. Favourite player in the NRL for the Warriors, for me, it's probably Reece Walsh. But in terms of the NRL, it's got to be Nathan Cleary for sure. Nathan Cleary is one of my favourite NRL players. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Nathan Cleary, but I think he's a good player and he's great to watch. What is your favourite Warriors moment of all time? My favourite Warriors moment of all time, well, that's got to be 2 favourite moments for me for the Warriors that stick out. One was the 2008 finals against Melbourne week 1, where we beat Melbourne Storm. You know, we were underdogs in that game, and it was a massive one up there in Melbourne, and we came away with victory. And the other one was 2011 prelim final against the Melbourne Storm as well. So 2 games against the Melbourne Storm that really stood out for me, obviously, because, you know, they were one of my favourite moments. And, you know, that game against Melbourne, 2011, where we won to make it into the grand final that year. Unfortunately, did not win the grand final, but gosh, it was a good year for the club, for sure. 2011. Can't forget it. Ben is asking New South Wales or Queensland. Well, for me, it's got to be Queensland because, yeah, I am based here in Queensland, so it's Queensland for me. Yeah, beating the Storm is always good. Absolutely, nothing's more better than beating the Storm. Would the Warriors regret letting Ivan Cleary go? Well, right now, yes, we will regret it because, well, you've got to say, look at Penrith and the way they've gone. So, yeah, definitely, I think they do regret it. But it's in the past now, and, yeah, look, fortunately, it's happened. And do you think Dallin Watene-Zelezniak should be captain? I think he's best not to be captain. Actually, in my opinion, look, he did an all right job for New Zealand when he captained the New Zealand national team. But yeah, I think he's, it's just better that he isn't captain for me, for my personal opinion. But he didn't do such a bad job with the Kiwis when he was captain. What year do you reckon the Warriors will win the grand final? Look, hopefully it's this year. I'd love to see it happen, but don't know. I really don't know. I can't answer that, actually. It's a hard one. Hopefully, hopefully in the next couple of years, fingers crossed. I think this year we really do need to make the 8, though. But last couple of questions, then I think I'm going to head off now, guys. So a couple more questions, then I'm in the live stream. So thanks to those who have tuned in and watched the live tonight. What position do the Warriors need to be better in to make the finals? I'll say outside backs, probably. Yeah, I'll say outside backs. Maybe another, like a backup hooker. But yeah, I'd say in terms of that, I think an outside back and probably another hooker. I'll be sitting in a rocking chair when the Warriors win a grand final. Yeah, who knows, eh? Who knows? We'd love to have hope and believe that we can make it. I'm always positive with the Warriors and hope that I can do it. But, it's been a tough couple of years, to be honest. It has been very tough. We haven't made the finals in a while. So just making the finals for me is the aim for this year, and see what happens from there, actually. So just making the finals would be a good stepping stone. What teams do we have to win against in order to win? Well, we've got to beat every team, let's be honest. We've got to beat every team. We don't have a good record against Melbourne. It's been a while since we've beaten them. We always seem to do well against lots of the Tigers and that, but besides that, look, yeah, obviously we need to beat every team, obviously. That's pretty self-obvious to me, actually. I'm a proud Warriors supporter and I'm not slowing down. Yeah, that's good to hear. Win, lose, or draw, always stick by your team. That's what I always do here. No matter how frustrating at times it can be, but win, lose, or draw, always a Warriors supporter. That's why you're a fan. That's why you're a supporter of the team. And, you don't jump ship and go support another team, because that's not good if you do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this live Q&A for tonight. First stream of 2022. If you are watching this back, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That'll be very much appreciated. Turn the bell on so you don't miss a video. And click the thumbs up on the video as well. Hit that like button on the video. But thanks, guys, for tuning in and watching tonight. Have a good rest of the week, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next live stream or the next video. Cheers, everyone.